Michael Carrick is officially the new Manchester United manager. After a here we go from Fabrizio Romano, we finally have the answer to who is going to be Manchester United's next permanent manager. It's a lot of people's surprise it is Michael Carrick. Look, I am a Man United fan, so my opinion on this has changed a little bit over time. And first of all, I just want to say I am driving just now. The news just broke. But I'm not going to have time to put this video up or make this video at any other time. We're on a bit of a road trip together, so just let's roll with it. So Michael Carrick, my opinions on it are, I'm happy. Do you know, it's not the worst thing that could have happened. And to be honest, if it wasn't Jose Enrique, it was Michael Carrick. Like, not because Michael Carrick's the best manager out there apart from Jose Enrique. It's just because Michael Carrick knows what it's about. He's been a player. He's won everything with us. He knows what it's about. And you can't deny his form with us since he joined. You know what I mean? He's got us into the Champions League. We're performing well. I'm enjoying it. You know, we're beating all our biggest rivals, home and away. So I really can't fault what he's done. He seems to have the team united, literally. And I just think the players are really responding well to him. So if that's going to continue to be the case, the players are going to respond well to him, and he's, you know, and then he's going to do well. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with it. I was taking him on instead of, you know, somebody else like Areola or something like that, and definitely not like a Glasner. I do think even though Michael Carrick might not be able to do what Glasner's done with Crystal Palace, or, you know, what Areola's done with Bournemouth with those specific teams, but I do believe that he's the right man for Manchester United at this current moment in time. I do think that obviously Jose Enrique is the best manager on the planet. Absolutely. I would have him in a heartbeat. But that's not the case anymore. Like, we were never going to get him. He seems happy at PSG. And he's waiting to win another Champions League, probably. We'll see that. We'll see when that happens. But I honestly think that if it wasn't him, it was Michael Carrick. And that's what's happened. That is what has happened. We've got the here we go. Manchester United are officially going into next season with Michael Carrick at the wheel. Literally. The one thing is, saying that, is there are so many comparisons to Solskjaer. And look, I like Solskjaer. Solskjaer is a legend of the club. Love him. He's given us literally the best moment in our history. You know, winning that Champions League in the final seconds in '99. Unbelievable. And we did play good football under him. It just didn't go the way we all wanted it to. If people are saying that's going to happen the exact same with Mike Carrick, not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily mean because he's an ex-United player, you know, he's come in as an interim and he's done well, that he's just going to go down the same road. I understand Carrick was fired by Middlesbrough, but at the end of the day, they're two different people. They're two different managers. And if it works, it works. I mean, it's hard to say what's going to happen. We don't know. We've had the Mourinhos. We've had the Van Gaals. We've had the Ten Hags. And do you know what? They all failed in a sense. Yes, we did win trophies under each one of those managers, but they all failed in a certain sense of what we all thought they would do. We thought that we'd return to our peak with them, but it just didn't happen. Obviously, we've tried the young, up-and-coming manager in Amarin. We all know how that went. I was very hopeful, but didn't work out. So, do you know, I'm not opposed to giving this a go. And if we're gonna keep winning, bring it on. Bring on. Like, Michael Carrick came into United. We were behind Chelsea. And now we're third place, solidified. We solidified Champions League with multiple games to go. That to me is great. That to me is brilliant. I can see that the players want to play for him. Casemiro recently came out in an interview with Rio Ferdinand and was saying that he deserves the job. And yes, obviously I know that's his manager at the moment, so he's probably going to be biased, but not all players are when it comes to that situation. They'll happily throw their manager under the bus. And to be honest, Michael Carrick has obviously left a good mark on those players. So bring it on. I'm looking forward to next season. Hopefully they bring in the right players in the summer to really help them out. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, honestly, I think this might be a decent run we're about to go on, but I could be completely wrong. Again, football is all about opinions. We're all wrong. We're all right. We all mess it up. Like, we all have our own things. And my opinion is, why not give him a go? I understand history, but I say let's go for it. And we're gonna have to deal with that because that's what's happened. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the world. If it doesn't happen, yes, it's very, very, very frustrating. Just how many times are we gonna do this? But it's what it is. We've got to deal with it now. I've really enjoyed the football under him. I know people like your Mark Goldbridges and that are having such a problem with this. I get it. I do get their opinions. I do understand things. But sometimes we just have to let it run and we have to deal with it because there's nothing we can do as fans about it. Like, there's nothing we can do. How many times do we have protests about random things that doesn't actually turn out or work out in our favour? It's just the way it is. But I am happy for Michael Carrick. You know, he deserves this. He's done really, really well and I really can't complain. So that is my opinions on the situation. Leave your opinions in the comments. I'll be in there. Subscribe and I will see you in the next one.